Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria, it has generated a lot of reactions. Finally, the United States have decided to make a full stand over this. In fact, they are mandating the Nigerian government to do this immediately. And of course, the lawmakers, House of Representative members, have decided to slug it out with other members in the House over the Twitter ban. And of course, other senators have decided to take their stand. I just hope that this may likely not cause chaos or revolution in Nigeria, the much dreaded one actually. Before we go into the news proper, to combine all this news into one, I'd like you to subscribe to our channel if you have not done so already by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the United States government has warned the Nigerian government to immediately reverse its ban on Twitter, adding that it was tantamount to opposing freedom of speech. Samantha Power, an administrator of the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, that's USID, made this known in a statement on Wednesday. She revealed that Twitter has over 40 million users in Nigeria, that the directive must be reversed immediately. Nigeria has nearly 40 million Twitter users in Nigeria, and the country is home to Africa's largest tech hub. This suspension is nothing more than state-sanctioned denial of free speech and should be reversed immediately. The US mission in Nigeria has also issued an earlier statement via its social media page, pointing out that the ban was encroachment to people's right to freedom. Nigeria's constitution provides for freedom of expression. The government's recent Twitter ban undermines Nigerians' ability to exercise this fundamental freedom and sends a poor message to its citizens, investors, and businesses. Banning social media and curbing every citizen's ability to seek, receive, and impart information undermines fundamental freedoms. As President Biden has stated, our need for individual expression, open public conversation and accountability has never been greater. The path to a more secure Nigeria lies in more and not less communication, alongside concocted effort towards unity, peace, and prosperity. That's generated a lot of reactions. We're going to look at the reactions in a moment, but before we do so, let's quickly look at what other lawmakers have said to do, and they're slugging it out with Femi Gbajebamila. Nigerians are really getting angry, and lawmakers have said to stand. Some of the lawmakers, not all, have said to stand with the people. Well, a member of the House of Representatives, that's Ben Igbakba, has reacted after PDP lawmakers walked out from a session in the House of Representatives yesterday. As was observed, PDP lawmakers walked out after the leader of the House of Representatives, leader Gbajebamila, refused to grant them their request to remove the suspension placed on Twitter by President Muhammadu Buhari. Hours after this happened, PDP lawmaker identified as Ben Igbakba took to Twitter to express his mind concerning the actions of PDP. The outspoken lawmaker expressed that he and other PDP members can never leave the social media page, no matter what the APC-led federal government does. He expressed that this is against the constitutional right as enshrined in the 1999 Constitution. Here is what he said: "We reached the unfortunate juncture where party politics overtook the sanctity of national interest and objective leadership in the House Nigeria," that's the Senate House. As representatives of our people, we are disappointed that our privileges are suppressed in favor of executive impunity. We walked out today," he continued. "We have to keep it on. I never stop using social media because I recognize it as a violation of my rights as a person. We cannot continue this way. It's a demonstration of the height of the shortcomings of the executive," he said. This post attracted a lot of attention as many people are reacting to it. The majority thinks that this is indeed a good move from the PDP lawmakers. They have, however, asked the president to review the suspension placed on Twitter in Nigeria. There are few others who think differently. This category of people view that the PDP lawmakers did wrong by walking out of the house during the session today. But let's quickly look at what Nigerians are saying, especially when it comes to what the United States has got to say concerning the suspension of Twitter in Nigeria. I will take a cross section of different types. Some persons are quite myopic in their reasoning, others, well, it's actually the reasoning. But honestly, I'm surprised at what some Nigerians are saying, because quite a lot of Nigerians out there are very brilliant people. I'll take a few, opposing ideas, and then we'll look at things generally. So here it says, yes, just like Hausa Fulani man is a Hausa Fulani man. So here says, yes, that is because you are cheating Nigerians. Had it been you are getting billions of dollars from the country, you would not have uttered the word US is US and Nigeria is Nigeria. This one here is saying, when you make too much noise, we ban your embassy. That's all. I start with federal government. Let's ban United States embassy in Nigeria. Are you okay? Okay, fine. Yes, we have sovereignty. We must not abuse the fact that Nigeria is a sovereign state. Agreed. But don't forget that the hand of the borrower is always very humble. A man who borrows is always very humble. The hand of the borrower, his hands are always on beneath. We have borrowed from different countries, so technically speaking, those our creditors have a say in what we do. Yes, unfortunately, because there's a way you're going to run this thing, and don't forget that some of these agencies, United States agencies, give a lot of aid to Nigeria. Germany, USID, and the rest. They come to Nigeria, they give aid, a lot of aid. So if you mess up with your employer, with your boss, the man who gives you credit, be rest assured that you're not going to sleep fine. So those who are shouting that they should ban United States embassy in Nigeria, please watch it. And that's the powerhouse. United States is one of the world powers in the world. World countries in the, so gotta be very careful the way we say things that are not, because simply because they're telling us not to, gag media. Some persons, I don't understand how we reason sometimes. This one say US is funny. They are not funny. They're telling us the way it ought to be. Nigeria ought to be a free state when it comes to freedom of speech. Shouldn't be gagged. This one here is saying you can't tell us what to do. This one here is saying the federal government of Nigeria used Twitter to lie, spread fake news, deceive global Nigerians against former President Jonathan in 2015. Now this one here is saying let him understand, or if he should know what to do, because the life is, I don't know what this one is trying to say. This one is saying US will not tell China so, because the country is not a democratic government. Okay, this one here is telling that US should go and tell China also to do the same thing. Well, where we are basing our argument now is Nigeria, and the fact that social media is an important is the integral part of Nigeria right now. The world is digital. The world has gone beyond the analog kind of communication. Let's not forget also, during the campaign time of this present dispensation, they used a whole lot of social media to do a lot of campaigning, and then constructive or criticism of any kind is part of democracy, unfortunately. And that's the beauty of democracy, where everybody's voice will be heard. You filter the ones you need, that is important for the growth and the beauty and the unity of the country, and the ones you don't need, you expunge it. Well, I guess that's we're going to wrap it up. This honestly is coming at the right time. Let's just hope that definitely in due course the federal government again will react to what the United States has said, and of course what the PDP lawmakers are saying concerning this matter. Let's meet in that conversation. What's the take, please? To have a nice time.